Yo, it's Marcus from Morstini back with another video. Today we're doing like a big overview of everything coming in Season 5, Get Wrecked. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and pretty much dive right into it with a few big things. Starting off with Armada Strike. That's the new map coming out this season. I want to just kind of briefly discuss how it's going to play out. I don't think the water will be used. So if you played Cold War and you play Armada Strike, you can go in the water. Or if you play normal Armada, which is a ground war map, you can go in the water. But in COD Mobile, I don't think we will be going in the water at all. So this is going to be one of the campiest maps in the game because of how it's laid out in the center part with the windows. You'll be able to easily see people pretty much spawning in. And then as soon as they spawn in, if they run down the stairs, you'll see them. You'll be able to shoot them. It'll be a pretty interesting map for like frontline spawn trapping or something like that. But yeah, not suggesting that map at all for like ranked. It just has an awful layout, if I'm honest. Now that we're done with that, the search and rescue is the new mode. It's going to be a pretty, if you play Call of Duty Ghosts, I believe that was the last time search and rescue appeared in a COD game. Probably wrong on that. There's no way it's been that long, but it's pretty much search and destroy, but with tags. So your teammate dies, and if you go to his body, you grab his tag like it's kill confirmed, and then he'll respawn in S&D pretty much. So another big thing, Big Head Blizzard is going to be back in the tournament rotation. So you can play Big Head Blizzard and it'll count towards your tournament stuff. Along with, really, tournaments are going to be for MP and BR simultaneously. So you don't have to play BR in order to get the tournament rewards. You could play whatever mode it is for MP, which is nice because some people absolutely can't stand BR, and I don't blame them. Ranked placement matches. This is completely irrelevant for anybody over elite, but if you are under elite and you're watching this for some reason, you could pretty much play 3 matches, and if you do really good, then you can just get placed immediately into master, I guess, rather than having to work from rookie all the way up to legendary. So I guess that's pretty cool, but I feel like that's kind of irrelevant to like 99% of the community, so whatever. Then you got new score streak. I'm ready to kind of like utilize this and abuse it, but it's going to be the Guardian from Black Ops 2. So I'll be doing the Worm Squirm. If you don't know what the Worm Squirm is, that's pretty much like the campiest strategy of all time. If you look at the picture, you'll see they're camping behind riot shields with shotguns in a little tiny room, and then you can point the Guardian at the entry, and the Guardian will it's like a microwave, right? It pretty much just stuns people, and they can't move when they're in it. So like you can't really come into the room because you won't be able to move. It's literally like getting hit with a stun grenade, but on like consistently because it's like a microwave, so it's like always on. And then also in there they have sentry guns and trophy systems, so you can't throw anything in there to destroy it. The sentry guns will shoot you if you come in. So it's a very godlike camping strategy. And with combo being the way it is, you could have hives as your specialist and then just spray those all over the place and get some more kills, and then get like a big streak, like a swarm or something. And you don't ever have to leave the room, and you can go like 15-0 every game. So that's all I'm saying. It should be an interesting strategy to abuse and use. A lot of updates for weapons. I mean, you could see yourself right there, or when you come into the game, but I want to touch on mainly the big stuff. I'm just kind of scrolling through everything right now. FFAR, right? This is going to be so in the actual game, it's going to look like the Cold War FAMAS or FFAR, but the actual like pictures I've seen, so I'm not really sure like how to feel about like the actual performance of this gun, how it's actually going to be. But I do think from what I've seen, it's going to be pretty good in multiplayer. And BR, it's going to be like, kind of like the Peacekeeper maybe, or like a Type 25. If you use the Type 25 in BR, it's going to have to perform something like that because it's got high fire rate, but like a lower level of mobility, and it kind of will have to have some sort of recoil with the fire rate as high as it's going to be. So with that being said, as you can see right there, tournament update. Each week, an MP mode and a BR mode will be available in tournament, so you don't have to play BR or you don't have to play MP. You can play both or either one. So that's nice. I know a lot of people, they stray away from that because they don't like having to play BR. or multiplayer. I do know some people who don't like multiplayer for some reason. So with that being said, there's also going to be some camo changes. The camo this whatever you call it is like the tile camo is what everybody's calling it. It looks all right. It just looks like a not moving fluorescence, but like tile colored. So not anything like awful, not anything great. I think it's like pretty mid in terms of how the other camos look, like red sprite and dark matter. What is it? Fluorescence from last season, the crystal one. It's just kind of like whatever. A lot of weapon buffs. The one I'm most interested in is the Hades. I'm interested to see how good that gun is. I've been seeing a lot of people use the Pharaoh and getting that like in my free-for-all matches when I'm grinding for diamond. People are using the Pharaoh like crazy, so I don't know. That's kind of an interesting one. That gun really hasn't been worth anything since the game came out. I'm also interested to see how the stem shot nerf is going to be affected right there. I mean, I'll probably start throwing concussion grenades back on, or maybe trophies, if that's a pretty big nerf. It's already been nerfed once, so I'm kind of interested to see how that works. As a thumbs player, hitting a stem just for the health and not the speed boost is pretty pointless, if I'm honest. So definitely need to know like the actual advantages of that. Here we go with a lot of BR changes to kind of let y'all read through this yourselves. I personally don't care. I use Ninja almost every time nowadays, so the actual changes to me just don't matter. I do love the season theme and I guess the music. People are saying a lot of the stuff about the music being good. So, I mean, obviously you can see the theming here. That guy is holding the new FFAR Mythic, I believe that is, or Legendary, but I'm pretty sure it's Mythic. Yeah, it looks alright. I don't know. It kind of looks a lot like the Divine Smite Odin. So that's kind of an interesting thing for them to do. As you can see right here, pixelated aggression. This is like the tile camo. It looks solid, man. It's not moving like fluorescence is. Doesn't mean it's not good. It actually looks much better than I thought. But I don't think it's really comparable to like the top three. Like the Glacial Ripple, the Red Sprite, the Magma one, and maybe one other. It's not really comparable. So then we got the leaderboard, which settles every week. Definitely liking some of this stuff that I'm seeing here. Big Head Blizzard's nice to have. Swords and Stones is okay. Alcatraz Tournament, Ground War, and 10v10 kill confirmed. I don't really care for the big like Ground War and 10v10 modes because I feel like it's laggy as balls, and that's just not really something I'm interested in dealing with. As you can see, we get a Goliath skin right there, that green Goliath. That looks pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. Like I can get down with that. A couple of big things I wanted to note right now, you'll see as I go through here. They changed up the icons for those who have been legendary 15 times or more. So just keep an eye out for that. I kind of cover that at the end of the video, but it's very well done. I like it. It's a good change. You'll see through here Gas Grenade Cosmos, which is fine. Hades Dark Matter, which is good because the diamond on the Hades is kind of ugly. Doesn't really cover much of the gun, and the magazine's still black, so it's whatever. The Baseball Bat Cosmos is useless for me as a thumbs player. Striker Cosmos looks pretty good. Combat Axe I'll never really use, so it doesn't really matter. Outlaw Cosmos is probably the best looking one out of all of these, in my opinion. I just think it looks great. Thumper, I don't ever have any reason to use the Thumper, so who cares? QXR is solid, but I think I have mine Diamond now, so it doesn't really matter. Dark Matter Man of War is also pretty good. I will say that I'll probably put that in second place behind the Outlaw. Yeah, that's pretty much all those changes right there in terms of like from level 200 to 300. In case anybody didn't know, we were getting that update. But there will be extra 100 levels of grinding and stuff for people to unlock along the way, which is really nice for really just people who want to play pubs and don't want to grind, right? I'm just going to be grinding diamond camos, so I'll be able to get some of this unique stuff by doing that. Some map updates. I don't know why they're sucking off diesel so hard, but they are. I also see, I hate people who do this, but nobody votes for Hacienda. And Hacienda is great, and it really irritates me that nobody votes for it, because this map has BO4 movement, and the BO4 maps play pretty good. I know people think Arsenal's huge, but with 5v5, I think it would play pretty solid for Hardpoint, and pretty great for S&D especially. I think S&D would be great on Arsenal personally. But the doors don't open, so that's kind of whatever. One of the other things you can see right there, the icons look pretty good. You'll have all these green arrows changing for the actual weapon updates. So the BK-57 seems to be getting used a lot, which is nice because I haven't got that diamond yet. The icons, man, look at those things. They have like a white shine to them. It's pretty dope. Lastly, we'll come over here, kind of actually look at the icons close up, even though you can't really do that aside from right here. But look at those things, man. They look so good. That being said, I think the season, it looks pretty good. Rank reset always makes it better. Whether the season itself is actually any good or not, doesn't really matter. When rank resets, everybody's going to be grinding no matter what. So yeah, I guess even if this was an awful season, people wouldn't care because they're going to grind no matter what. That being said, though, thank you guys for watching, especially if you made it this far. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'm out.